All right, viewers, the dates are out. What are the X factors? What should one look out for? Who has the edge? Even though the elections are now over a month away. Let's cut across to our consulting editor, Rajdeep Sardesai, as well as my colleague, Rohit Singh, who joins us live from Patna. Rajdeep, coming to you first, we spoke about, X factors in this election. There have been the cliches of the Mahila vote. There have been personalities like how will Nitish Kumar fare? How will Prashant Kishore, untested political force, fare? But all in all, what is your assessment 1 month away from election? Who do you think has the edge? Who will be the big players? What are the X factors?
Well, you would think, Preeti, that at the start of this race, the NDA has the edge, quite simply because it is a wider alliance. At the end of the day, arithmetic matters in politics. You've got the BJP, the JDU, Jitin Ram Majhi's party, Chirag Paswan, who last time fought on his own, this time is firmly with the NDA, and Upendra Kushwaha. So you've got a larger alliance than what you have on the other side, RJD, Congress, CPI-ML, the Vikashsheel party as well. So arithmetic, you would suggest, would be advantage NDA. Then you come to chemistry, and that's where it perhaps gets a little bit tighter, because clearly Tejasvi Yadav, as most polls have suggested, is a preferred choice for chief ministership. But, and this is a big but, can he be able to actually increase his vote base beyond what has been the traditional RJD vote base, the MY factor? So I think that's the challenge for Tejasvi Yadav. On the other hand, Nitish Kumar faces 20 years of anti-incumbency, but in the last 1 month, we've seen the NDA government throw money at the voter in a sense. Give them give them benefits, cash benefits through their DBT schemes. Whether it's the Mukhyamantri Mahila Rozgar Yojana or the scheme for youth that the Prime Minister launched over the weekend, all of them involve direct cash benefits. And we saw both in Maharashtra and Haryana last year. Once you gave direct benefits to women under Ladki Bahin or Ladli Behna in the two states of Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra, it made a huge difference. And therefore, the sense is that that gives the NDA an advantage. So there is anti-incumbency, particularly since Nitish Kumar himself seems to be a downsized chief minister in the last few years. But on the other hand, direct welfare benefits could cut through all the caste calculations that anyone would make. A final point is the X factor of Prashant Kishore. When you have a new entrant in a field, someone who's put a very highly visible campaign, can he convert that visibility into votes? If he crosses 10%, then it's game on. Because as we saw in 2020, just 12,000 votes separated one alliance from the other. So if a Prashant Kishore can make an impact, can actually get votes from both sides possibly, then you have a much tighter race. But at the start of the race, simply because it has a wider alliance, I would say the NDA goes into this election with perhaps a slight edge.
Rajdeep, interesting how you lay it out, but, if you look at it, Bihar can be called a swing state, always thrown up electoral outcomes which have pretty much bucked on what trends that have been predicted for the state, number one. Number two, we speak of, what is the arithmetic on paper. You talk about the LJP. It was, one could also say, Rajdeep, it was half with the NDA and half not with the NDA the last time around, because it only fielded candidates right next opposite JDU. So one could say that. On the other hand, you have the VIP, which is now in the Mahagatbandhan fold. So that's an additional there. The Mahagatbandhan is also bringing in certain smaller players, especially where the Dalit community is concerned. And that would be interesting because the Mahagatbandhan, like you pointed out, other than the MY, Muslim Yadav combination, would need a third component. And they are looking at possibly the Dalit vote, or they are looking at the EBC vote for that. So do you think what traditional arithmetic or what would be a traditional psephology actually, conforms to a state like Bihar? Because it hasn't really happened ever. Bihar has always gone differently than what has been predicted.
Yes and no, because is my answer to your question. Because in a way, certain caste alliances have been frozen. The RJD, for example, goes into an election with about 65 to 70 seats, which it is sure of winning. because of the strong MY combination, which is Muslim Yadav. There are about 60 seats where this combination is more than 40% of the vote, and the RJD traditionally has dominated those seats. So you have a strong vote bank of one party. You have, on the other hand, Nitish Kumar, who has consistently at least got 15% of the vote, a large percentage of the EBC vote, and the BJP, which has sustained itself at 20% plus. So add the two, they're at 35, 36%. The challenge in Bihar is always, where will I get my incremental voter from? How do I go from 35, 36%, which is roughly where the two alliances are, to 42, 43%? And that's where the smaller parties come into play. The Congress has been traditionally the Kamzor Kadi, the weak link. They've not been able to punch above their weight. They won only 19 of the 70 seats they contested last time. The CPI-ML is a clear addition to the Mahagatbandhan. It has done very well in recent elections. That's where even a Chirag Paswan with 5.6% of the votes that he got last time does add to the NDA's vote bank. That's where you expect a Jitin Ram Majhi to add to the vote bank. So it is the incremental voter that adds in an election. Plus, as I keep repeating, direct welfare benefits. Now, some call it vote kharidi, others say you're providing welfare. Either way, if I am getting 10,000 rupees one-time payment to more than 1 crore women, will that voter not vote for me? We saw in Maharashtra, Ladki Bahin made a difference. It was a game changer. Question is, will this Mahila vote, which has been with Nitish, stay with him? Because Nitish Kumar is both an asset and a liability at the moment. He's an asset because he brings that 15% vote. He's a liability because he is the face of anti-incumbency. And therefore, one will have to see to what extent does Nitish Kumar hold his own, or is he now in permanent decline? I think that will be an important factor. Plus, how do the alliances actually work together on the ground? Arithmetic is one thing, chemistry on the ground. How will they share seats? Will the seat sharing be smooth? And will they be able to work on the ground? A final point, organizationally, the BJP still has the booth level management and the resources that the RJD Congress combined will find difficult to match. And will Rahul Gandhi be able to translate his vote chori campaign into votes? Is actually going to be another big test.